wanna see the world united and learn to live as one. I wanna see the world united, learn to live as one. I wanna see the world united, learn to live as one. I wanna see the world united, learn to live as one. Zala ke yando stengeli na bato bakufela bitumba. Zongisa ke yando na mituna ya bato bakufela nanzala. Zala ke yando kokit na bato bakufela bitumba. Zongisa ke yando stengeli na bato bakufela nanzala. We have to bring the world together and learn to live as one. We have to bring the world together, learn to live as one. El instante lo que cuenta, vive sonriendo hasta el final, pero vendrán días de alegría que nadie puede creer.
We have to bring the world together and learn to live as one. We have to bring the world together, learn to live as one.
זה הזמן להגיד, אנחנו לב אחד. השיר הזה הוא של כולנו, נשיר אותו בכל אחד.
We have to bring the world together. We have to live as one. We have to bring the world together. We shall overcome.
سيد السلام عيد لنا السلام.
We have to bring the world together. We have to live as one. We have to bring the world together. We shall overcome.
سيد
We have to bring the world together. We have to live as one. We have to bring the world together. We shall overcome.
We have to live as one.
I recall a conversation I had with a younger immigrant woman who had lived in various countries around the world and was now living here in Adelaide. Her father was French, with ancestry from France and Africa, and her mother was Filipino, with heritages also from the USA and Spain. You have lived in many countries, I began. So I wonder where you feel home is for you. In your heart of hearts, where do you feel you belong? She did not hesitate. I belong to the world, she said, gently jolting my default parochial mindset. I wonder whether something of this was running through John Lennon's mind when he wrote that beautiful song, Imagine, imagining a world at peace. Imagine there's no country. It's easy if you try. Imagine Israelis and Palestinians getting along if there was no, quote, country. If we imagined that borders are for other purposes than separating people. How sad today for all those Jews and Palestinians who live together as friends and believe in John Lennon's vision. How courageous of them to maintain their solidarity and friendship in the face of the betrayals and atrocities from all sides. I recall two deep thinkers in particular who keep my hopes alive. Many years ago, a friend of mine gave me a slip of paper. It was a photocopy of a section of a page of a book he had been reading. He had pinned it up on his wall. It was headed, "The Goad of the Promised Future." It says, "Those who hope in Christ can no longer put up with reality as it is, but beginning to suffer under it, move to contradict it." Peace with God means conflict in the world because the goad of the promised future stabs into the flesh of every unfulfilled present. May I immediately qualify the quote? There are many who find no need to embrace a religious underpinning for their vision of peace and equity. John Lennon was one. Many embrace the sentiments articulated by Moltmann, who wrote that. Many can no longer put up with reality as it is, but suffering under it, move to contradict it, pushing against the tide of dehumanization. A contemporary example might be the women of Belarus featured in World Service No. 2 this year. A second deep thinker, also a theologian, offers this view. The core of our new awareness is that the world we have taken for granted in economics, politics, and everywhere else is an imaginative construal. And if it is a construal, then from any perspective, the world can yet be construed differently. It is the claim of our faith and the warrant of our ministry to insist that our peculiar memory and faith provides the materials out of which an alternatively construed world can be properly imagined. May I suggest we may find the materials to fund a reimagined, renegotiated future of peace and equity within all religions, Indigenous communities, and those who have given their lives pursuing that end. We already know the pieces we need for the building. The World Service brings those materials into its field of vision, piece by piece, episode by episode. Pieces gifted to us from peoples around the world. G'day, Steve. Welcome back.
Hi Jeff, how are you?
Good.
That's good.
Looking forward to another film chat.
Excellent, I've got an interesting one today.
Go for it.
It's called Land, L-A-N-D, that's the one-word title. Brand new film that's come out this year. And it stars Robin Wright, who people might know her from the House of Cards TV series, the American version. But she's found herself in a very, very difficult situation where she's lost her family and she's left on her own and she's grieving and is pretty desperate. Life doesn't seem to hold any meaning or purpose for her, and she's pretty much rock bottom. And in order to deal with that, she goes off into a wilderness area in the Rocky Mountains in America. And it's a little hut that she's bought. So she turns up at the hut, sells her car, and she's essentially stranded there in the middle of nowhere in this hut, which is very run down. And she's decided that this is going to be her way of healing, if that is at all possible. She doesn't want to be around people, but of course it's hard to keep people away. So there's a guy and two people, a guy and a woman who run across her hut. I mean, he does trips along this area, so he bumps into her in this hut, and they form a friendship over a period of time. And so the movie is all about how Edie, the name of the character, how she begins to gradually take a journey in an attempt to heal.
Edie, how are you feeling right now? What are you feeling?
That it's really difficult to be around people because they just want me to be better.
So you're not able to share what you're feeling with other people?
It's pretty country, ain't it? Tribal lands. It's not a good idea to be out here without a vehicle.
I'll be fine.
You said your family was from the city.
How did you find me?
You were in my path.
You know, one might wonder how someone like you came to be in this place. I'm not running from anyone. I'm not hiding. I'm here because I choose to be.
If it's all right, I will teach you how to trap, and in the fall, to hunt, and then you won't see me anymore.
Can we agree that you not bring any news of life elsewhere?
What if aliens land here?
Do you have family?
My wife and my daughter were killed in a car accident.
You ever get lonely out here?
I know I'd be more lonely there than here.
My niece drew this from my hermit friend who lives in the mountains.
Tell me about your family. Have you thought about what you want your life to be now?
The place she's living in is a wild place and untamable in some ways. And so you've got superb scenery, and in the middle of this, she's got her own inner turmoil that she's struggling with. So I sort of saw the land around her, but also her hut. The space around her in some ways has to develop and heal a bit along with her, if you see what I mean. I sort of see it as a bit of a metaphor, if you like. But I don't know that was deliberate. I think for me it pushes the idea that we cannot be alone. You know, we're humans. We need the support of other people if we're going to make it. And I won't say too much more about that because it'll unfold in the movie as people watch it. Robin Wright is a really good actor, and she puts in an excellent performance as she travels through this grief process and towards healing. And she's on screen most of the time, so a lot of it's about her and her introspection, how she's feeling, and don't expect an amazing, brilliant movie. It's a good, solid exploration of grief and healing.
Yes. Great, Steve. Well, another wonderful review. Thank you very much.
Look forward to seeing you and everyone.
Is it around the scraps?
Oh, sorry, it's in cinemas in Australia at the moment.
Yep. Okay. Until next time.
Bye for now.
Bye.
You can call it a decision. I say it's how we're made. There's no point in shouting from your island, proclaiming only Jesus saves. There will always be suffering, and there will always be pain. But because of it, there'll always be love, and love we know it will remain. Everybody gets lonely, feel like it's all too much, reaching out for some connection, or maybe just their own reflection. Not everybody finds it, not like the two of us. Sometimes all anybody needs is a human touch.
Everybody wants a holiday. Everybody wants to feel the sun. Get outside and run around. Live like they're forever young. Everybody wants to be beautiful.
not like the two of us. Sometimes all anybody needs is a human touch. Sometimes all anybody needs is a human touch.